Hey guys, this is Code with Shark. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a present game on Scratch. So first, let me give you a walkthrough. As you can see, so let's get coding. So I recommend for you to remix the starting project, will be in the link description. I'll remixing it. And let's first code the belt. So let's put in a when green flag is clicked, it starts on gear, which is this gear sound. And we want to broadcast a new message. And we'll call it start. And now let's go to the box. And let's get a when green flag is clicked, we want it to hide. And when I receive start, we want it to repeat 3. We want at the beginning also set tag to 4. And now in the repeat loop, we're going to do a create clone myself and do a change tag by -1, and we can have it wait a little while, and we can have when I start out as a clone, we want it to show, and we also want it to move to the right from the belt like it's moving. So when I start as a clone, if we need to put in equal, and we need a tag. So if tag equals 1, we want it to glide in 0.5 seconds to y -110 and x -200. And now we can duplicate this, change this integer to 2, and change this x to 0. Duplicate that, and change this to 3, and to this to +200. As you can see. Although it looks a little weird, that is because it does not go to the edge. So we want it to go to the edge, so we can make it go to x -240, and y we can make it -110, which is a -110, and as you can see. And we want to change these durations longer by 0.5 each time. And we also want it to be different costumes. So we're going to go to variables and drag in a tag, as you can see. And we can just hide the top for now. And we want us be able to collect the present or box. So let's do it. When I start as a clone, wait 1.25 seconds, and we want to put in a forever if we need to put in an and then we can put in a touching mouse pointer, and we can put here a mouse down, and we can also need to do, we need to set chose box to tag, because that's which number 1 we chose. And we also want to do X box to X position. And we also want to do set not me box to tag. We just need to duplicate that. If we can. And then we need to wait 0 seconds, which is 1 frame, and set chose box to 0. So if you didn't add that, it would spam the claw, which we will code it later, and I will demonstrate. And we need to wait until grab a greater than, put in a costume number of claw. When it's bigger than 1, we want it to go up. So glide to, first we want to glide to the Y top, which would be about 200. You can just 250, which I'm going to go with. If you want to look, as you see, nothing will happen because the claw doesn't change. So now we need to code the claw. So now let's do when clicked forever. If we need to do a equal not me box equals, chose box is bigger, is smaller, chose box. So if 0 is smaller than chose box, we want to call a block. So we can just make a block called get box. And now we need to do a glide 2 seconds, and we also wanted to show and hide, and glide 2 seconds to X box, and Y 280, and now we need to glide 2 seconds to X box and Y 30. And then we need to switch to costume 2, and then after that we can duplicate this and want it to go to Xbox and Y 280, and then we want it to go glide to 0, X 0, and Y 280. And then we wanted to switch to costume 1. So we also need to call the block there. And if we do that, as you can see, the box is a bit too fast, so we can just make it like 2 point. 5. As you see when we click it, it collects it, and it's still a bit too slow, so maybe make it like 2.2. And if we click on it right now, it should get it. And as you see, even though the claw moves, it drops it, but the present doesn't go with it. So after that, we need to do a glide to in 2 seconds. So instead, we need to put an X0 and Y150. As you can see, so now let's choose the red one. It holds it up, moves it, and drops. But the present doesn't fall. And we can also make this a little bit faster. We can also make it 2.2. And also, if you see when we do it right now, it gets it up okay and it moves it, but when it also drops it, but when it drops it, we don't want to also drop it on top of the presents. So we want to do a broadcast, new message, and it will be called next. And now let's go to box. When I receive next, so when you put in not and equal tag not me box. And now we want to put in another if. So if tag equal 1, we wanted to in about 2 seconds glide to X 240 and Y negative 110. Duplicate that, change that to 2, probably make it like 1.5, and then duplicate that one more time, and do that and change that into 3, and change that into 1. And then we need to delete this clone. And now let's see. If we select the red one, let's see, it pulls it up, and as you can see, then after they go to the edge, then it drops it, but the present still doesn't fall. So we can make it glide when you wait until. We can duplicate this and change that into a equal and X0 and Y negative 110. And if we do it, let's choose this one. As you can see, and it drops it, and there. But we have one more problem we need to fix. As you see, if we select the blue one, it waits a little bit. So we also want to cancel it out. So to do that, we can just put in an if. When you put in a equal and a not, and if not me box equals 2, then glide. And then we also want to put it in that one. And if we now select it, it immediately goes down, grabs it up, and then waits till they go away, and then it drops it. And that is the end of part 1, and I will see you in part 2.